Alright everyone, welcome to another episode of Hero Arena GvG. We are going to pick the best teammate ever, the Revealer. It's in the bottom right hand side. Of the starting 9 heroes that you see before you go to another page, provided that we don't die due to flag, you see the Revealer. It says creates wards, reveals invisible troops, hooray! And while he's very underwhelming in terms of power, he's an absolutely essential member of the team. And the reason for this is pretty simple. As we look at his abilities, he has the ability to place invisible detecting wards, which is great against Lord of Darkness, Archer, Assassin, and other people that can make themselves invisible. He can make a regular vision ward at a location, and that will never go away. The invisible one will die over time, but that visible one will not, no matter what. We have a medic, so we have a lot of support here, and he also has some pathing tricks that he can do. So one such thing is this, where we are going to deliberately block the ability of him to do anything, and we are going to get healed slowly but surely. Cool thing here is that this invisible one will run out over time, but it's absolutely necessary for what we could likely be facing up against. No one wants to fight off, how do we say this? No one wants to fight off against Lord of Darkness or other invisibles. Also, if you place these wards in a very specific way, you can make it extremely difficult for things to get away. Notice how we're able to get some damage and kill things pretty easily. Root Core's already been eliminated and has left the game, and we're down to a 1v3, I believe. Cool thing here is that we can maintain our vision up on this high ground, and we're going to go ahead and make things really difficult for this guy by blocking his path forward. And with all of that done, we can now go attack him ourselves. And we can always hit where he's going to be, because the range on the Revealer rock is actually fantastic, even if it's not particularly great normally. And yeah, we're just going to win this pretty easily. That's a very, very quick win. There we go. Revealer getting it in. Let's see if we can run up another one of Hero Arena GvG and maybe get into a game where someone doesn't drop immediately so you can see more of its power. Now, the Revealer has some definite weaknesses. The first and foremost is that it's support. As a supportive unit, there are things, basically the general rule in Hero Arena 3v3 is that your supportive unit has to be the second person to die on your team. Ideally, the first person to die would be the tank, and then the second person to die would be your supportive person, and the third person to die would be your carry. Now, in terms of direct carry potential, it's actually weird in that he's an off support, in that it's not actually too terrible if you have something like a medic, if you also have a hyper carry. So be careful that if you do pick someone really passive like the medic, like the monk, like a couple of other units like that that really work on the buff me, nerf you, debuff you kind of mentality, you're going to need a really strong carry. We're talking Lifestealer, Sands, the Deceiver. I think the Assassin is a fantastic carry overall. I actually want to wait for the 3v3. In general, support is the first thing to go in a 2v2, so the Revealer would have to go away if you're playing in a 2v2. However, 3v3 he's great. Things that he can't do, he's very good against Lord of Darkness and anyone else who turns invisible. He actually, as I said before, can give some pathing blocks and be very powerful in that regard. He's not actually great at damage dealing. He can throw an AoE rock, but the AoE is pretty small and the damage itself is as well. And he's liable to get chased down. Again, you can use the wards, especially the invisible one, to trip up the pathing and make sure things can't chase you. But he's not a support in the sense that he's going to be outright healing himself or other people. He's definitely not self-sustaining. So anything like the virus that just multiplies out of his control, or Sans, who is so far out of range that he's not going to be able to catch him with the rock, or anyone like the Deceiver, anyone who is a strong carry can easily pick up and bully the Revealer. And as I said before, the problem too is that you want the Revealer to be the second person on your team to die, but the problem with that is that the Revealer isn't really going to convert. If you're a strong mechanical player, and I don't mean decision making, but mechanically skilled, then the Revealer's not going to be able to showcase your full APM and your full strength. You're not really going to be able to show an opponent that you're better than them with the Revealer. Who do we have? We have the Rock Climber, who's interesting, and the Lord of Darkness, who is certainly a carry. The problem we're having right now is that I could see us getting obliterated. Okay, so we have blocked his ability to get back up here. That is okay. And as long as we do that, I'm fine. Really, I'm fine. Yeah. Oh man, the blocks are fantastic. I love it. Yeah, he is going to be able to get past that, and that's okay. He does stun us, but I'm not too concerned because here's what we can do. Yep, and we're going to get some nice blocks off of against this guy. He is going to stun us and get some good hits, but overall I'm not too concerned. Notice that we're holding this high ground really well. The important thing is that the Lord of Darkness sticks around and gets work done. And as long as he's doing that and we hold this high ground, we'll be okay. I think I can actually go down and hit this guy for free because his positioning is really off. And there's some free damage. Notice that this complements Lord of Darkness really well for Invisible. The problem I'm seeing here is I don't think we've seen the third player, and that causes concerns as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, we get some good hits off, but the problem here is that while we did cordon off him there and we get some good damage, ooh, the Deceiver's taking a lot of damage. Good. Who is Kakure? This guy is a champion. The one thing I'm concerned about is just the sheer number of stuff that we don't have. I'm pretty sure that this guy's going to die. Can we get the final hit? No. So we're going to want to check over here for Virus, because if Virus has gotten out of control, it's going to be very hard for us to do anything about him. Virus cannot see Invisible, so we can, if necessary, block with our Invisible Ward for quite a bit. But we're going to want to see what he does or does not have. So I don't see anything. We're going to put a ward up here. And this is what Revealer is great for. If people are splitting and doing, oh, no, it doesn't look like it's something we have to be afraid of. Yep. And all we have to do here is we have to go around and not block their pathing. We're just going to go around and make sure that he can't go around and do the things that he wants to do. We're not going to beat him up to this ledge, but we are going to make it really difficult for him to move past. We're going to hit him with a rock, because rocks are fine. The fact that you can have an infinite number of these is actually very useful to us. Oh, I was going to block him right here. That would have been sick. The plays would have been maddening. This is my guy. Okay. I think we're going to win. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Was that the twins? He must have been playing as the twins. The twins, for those of you who don't know, have the ability to summon two paladin-like units, or they look like soldiers in the base game, and they have the power of being really annoying because there's two of them. I'm more than happy to scoot around all the places. That is my job after all, and I do my job. I do my job. As long as we keep getting the high ground, we're going to win this easily eventually. And, yep, there he is. There's Twins Dude number 2. And with all the vision we've provided, look at this map coverage right here. Look at how much of the map we can see. With all of that, it's very easy to say that we're going to win.
As you wish, sir. Certainly, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to win this eventually. And once he dies, Twins dies, and we win 2-0 on the Revealer, best teammate in the whole world. And let's get on. Grab another one. Let's see if we can get one more, and then we'll cut this episode, and then I'll go fulfill my promise to Derpo and do some of his maps. I have to give it up to Kakure for really carrying there as the Lord of Darkness. Notice that we don't really have the ability to carry, we can just facilitate. So in this sense, I want you to know that whenever you play a supportive character and not an offensive character, you have to come to grips with the fact that you will likely never be the MVP. You will be the unsung hero of your team. You have to convince yourself that your measure of victory is whether or not your team wins the game, not necessarily whether or not you get kills or set up some cool flanks or like totally outplay that guy. You're likely not going to. So focus instead on what you can do and what you can provide, and that's just good supportive vision as the revealer. His attack for damage isn't too bad, but make sure you're not dueling anyone like a Lifestealer or the King or someone like that, who will just absolutely wreck you. If we can get up here and stop them from getting up to this cliff, that would be nice. He is right. Now, here's the teammate. Who is this? The Mediator? I like the Mediator. I think it's a really good hero. He is right. The Mediator is a great support as well. The one problem I'm having is we don't have much tankiness. Normally with Dragonfire, he has the very unique capability of being able to see up cliffs. However, that's a bit negated by the fact that, you know, we can't really take advantage of that. He has pretty low hit points relative to his abilities as an AoE frontline guy, and the problem with that, as far as I'm concerned, is that it means, yeah. Sweet! And this is what we can do. This right here is what we can do. Can we kill this dude? I think we can. Yep, and we kill his dude, and that is okay. If we can keep the high ground vision going here, then we're going to be in a phenomenal position. And I'm going to see what we can do with that. Okay, cool. And now I'm going to block them from doing anything interesting up here with this number. I don't think we're gonna. Is this the twin again? Yeah, I don't think we're gonna kill him. If we kill the Lord of Darkness, all of his miniature dudes go away. So I'm more than okay with that. We're gonna put this up here, just so that we can see him, and then we want to chase down the Lord of Darkness, because he casts from hit points to summon his little dudes, and he's fundamentally their carry. The twins, I think, is what he has. That's a really good frontline dude, but not much else. So come on, come on. Thank you. We're going to get up here and make sure he's not making any invisible dudes, because that would be unfortunate for us. And we want to chase down this Lord of Darkness as fast as possible. The faster that we can get him, the better. Again, this is the kind of thing, once we're now in chase, provided we don't lose our Mediator, that we can get a lot of solid work done in. In fact, I think Mediator Medic would be amazing. I'm just thinking about all the cool stuff they could do. That would be sick. I don't think he's focusing on this little dude, so we will kill him. And now, there's the potential for us to block. Okay. We're going to stick this up here again for vision. And this is the great thing, is that we have so much vision of the map and can see so much. It's going to be hard for them to do really much of anything. There's our guy right there. And we are definitely going to... Oh, the block is sick! Oh, the block was disgusting. And I think we win this one. There's just too much for him to overcome. Oh my gosh, the range on that is scarier than I thought it was.
As you wish, sire.
He is faster than me, so he's going to get away unless he comes up to this point right here.
As you wish, sire.
In which case we're going to be doing... okay. Yeah, I think we'll block here.
As you wish, sire.
Yeah, as long as our Dragonfire keeps chasing him. Oh, please get up there first. Please. Oh, it wasn't as good as we hoped. That's okay, because the Dragonfire is just going to keep chasing him. And we know where he is, so we can take the long path around. The one thing I haven't concerned about is who was the last person? They had the Lord of... We killed the Lord of Darkness. Okay, that's not that bad then.
As you wish, sire. Certainly, sir. Yes. Certainly, sir. Yes.
Yeah, I think we're definitely going to win this one now. There's just too much. Oh, you can cancel that. I did not know you could animation cancel the dude.
As you wish, sir. One, sir.
Oh, can we get it? Nope. It's too much.
One, sir. As you wish.
Kill him!
Certainly, sir. As you wish, sir. As you wish, sir. Certainly, sir. At once, sir.
And we're going to punch out the twin and rock him to death. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the 6-3-0 with support revealer. This has been Hero Arena GvG, and I'll be back with another one shortly.